Good morning, everybody. This is Bill here at WWK Scale Plastic Models, and I thought I'd go ahead and do a video here. The other day I did a review on this Panzer IV tank in 1/32 scale by Monogram, and then I started building it up. So this is the first video, and I'll do one every couple days, as it shouldn't take but maybe a couple more videos, it'll be done. But I thought I'd show you how it's going so far on this build. And I will have to say this, I did make one little mistake, but it's not nothing that I can't correct. I just got to manufacture a piece, and I'll show you here in a minute. As far as the pieces, everything after the cleanup, everything going together, I mean, it's going together smooth, guys. I mean, it's just, everything's fitting in the right place and everything. So I'm pretty impressed with that for this this little kit, because this wasn't a real expensive tank. So, but the cleanup is what took so long. It took a while on the cleanup, and one of the things that really took a while to clean up was the tracks here. These tracks, I mean, let me turn this box around too so we can see all this better. Get that gray color in there. There we go. These tracks right here, on the same end on each track, this end right here, it was just where, you know, as you can see down here, it was pretty clean all down through here. You can see all the holes and everything. You can see everything. But down here, from about this point up, I mean, it was just a gobbed mess. And this is what took the longest right here, was cleaning these tracks. I finally got them cleaned up. And then this one here, I'm gonna just twist it a little bit. It's not completely straight, I can tell, but it is still going, I think, pretty good. But it was the same way with this one, guys. On the same end down here, it just took a lot of cleanup work. About 2 inches of it right here. You know, and then there was some minor stuff on down, but other than that, it did okay. I started putting everything together. I've got like 4 or 5 of the steps done. There's like 8 steps. But there's the lower hull, where you can see it a little bit. It's going together okay so far. I mean, it's not bad at all. There's been some flashing, little bit of flashing. The road wheels here, everything's turning good. Road wheels worked out pretty good. They there was a little bit of cleanup on them, but not that much, you know, not that much. But now, as far as the track rollers up here up top, these up here, they were a mess. So there was quite a bit of cleanup there on them track rollers. Let me get in here closer for that. But they cleaned up okay. And then there's your big sprocket wheel right there. It comes off, as you can tell. But it went together pretty easy. There wasn't a whole lot of cleanup on it. Those just sit in there like that. Once you get your track and everything on there, they pretty much stay free like that. Everything turns. So that part of it's worked out pretty good. As far as the rear of the hull here, this back plate, if I can get that to focus in a little bit. You can see there, I got the had to put a few more items there. These idler wheel deals right here for the idler wheels, and I've already put them together. They're right here. They just fit on, they free float too, as you can see right there. So, but nothing's wanting to focus in for me today. Them went on pretty easy, like I said. And then you got the back here. The muffler there, the exhaust, I had to do a little bit of putty work there, but it filled in pretty nice. These, as you can see right there, these back fenders, all the way around they had this lip coming up, so I had to clean them off, both sides. And I don't know if you can see inside or not. Yep, something fell off. Yep, idler wheel. But, you know, it all went together okay. These springs down here inside, you know, it all worked together with the wheels. Everything went together. It was easy to put together. Everything works. Everything turns. Then there's the front. You know, some of this stuff, there's a few pieces here I'll paint after I get the main, after I get it all primered and the main paint job done. Then I'll come back and I'll do some touch up. But other than that, it all went together okay, except for my mistake, which was actually this piece right here. This piece right here. This back side back here needed to be up a little bit more, and I'd already put it in. I didn't pre-fit it. That's a mistake I made. So when I take the, this is the lower hull, when I take the upper hull part here and I put it in, I'll show you. Let me get this turned around. I mean, it all goes in real easy. Seems like it's all going to fit really well. Okay, but you'll see that gap right there. You'll see what I'm talking about. There's a gap between them two pieces. But I think I can put a piece in there and I can work it in and make it look like a maybe a big weld seam or something. Because to take that piece out and redo that, this right here, I just don't want to mess with it. I mean, it's it could become a heck of a mess. So, and then it had the made by Revell deal here on the bottom of this. It was stuck out, but there was two places you can see where I had to sand. It was back here, and I took it completely off, sanded that down, and then had to sand another piece right there. All this down right here. But you know, before I started to build, naturally I washed everything in warm soapy water and had it all good and clean. But it's going together good after you clean it up a little bit. Just, you know, getting the flashing, stuff like that out there. So far the pieces have just went together great. I can't complain about that at all. You know, and there's a lot of single pieces. Like I said, these this sprocket and the idler wheel and all them, they come off, and when I get ready to paint it and primer it, you know, them are going to be off of it. And this piece right here, once I get the upper hull attached to it, that'll be one piece that I'll primer, and I'll paint that all together. I'm not too much worried about these wheels. The track wheels down here, you know, they got that... they got to be painted black around for where the rubber pieces fit, but I can do that after I get the main body painted. After I get it primed and painted, they just turn, and that'll be real easy to paint them with a brush to where they'll look pretty good. So, other than that, here's the top hull piece, the upper hull. You know, I had to add a few doors here. Here's a couple of handles that had to go in on it. Then these side pieces right here, had to add them. They were separate. And then had a few smaller pieces here on the side, as you can see. Had to add, there's like 4 of them on this side, and there was 2 on the other side. Those went in pretty good. Wasn't a problem. Then I had a couple there on that side, but all of it fits real good. It's not a fit problem at all so far. So, but I'm not done with it. I mean, yeah, I cleaned up. I don't know. There's 2 or 3 sprues empty now and gone, and I've only got a couple left. So it's not like there's a whole lot more to do for this model. But I think it's working well so far. You know, and there's the paint scheme for it on the side of the box. And I'm pretty much going to probably follow that paint scheme. I'm not going to weather it up a whole lot. I want it to look like it just came into service, you know, that it just hit the field. So I know it's got that one side plate, them armor skirts that they put on the side that hang. I know you can put the one on there. It's got the bullet holes in it if you want, showing like right here, where you cut them out and add them in there, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to cut them down just because I'm not going to weather this up tremendously. So, but so far it's going together pretty well. And this is the first build video for it. Like I said, I'll be doing a second one. But then there's something else I wanted to show you guys. Okay, let me get these pieces here out of the way so I don't hit them, pop something off of them. This is a little sanding kit. I don't know if you guys can see this or not that I created. Little sanding kit. And I mean, I can take this with me wherever I go if I need to sand anything or work on anything. It's got it all in there, this little old kit. Let me go ahead and open it up here. But as you can see, I've opened her up. You can see in there a little bit better now. I got pretty much everything in there that I can sand with. There's even stuff in there to do wet sanding. But one of the main things was the toothbrush. Okay, electric toothbrush. I don't know if you guys seen how these work, but this head up here, okay, what I did, like on this head here, here's another head. This is a finer sandpaper, and the way I worked all this in, you know, I could take this and peel that off. Okay, and once I got a piece that's done, it's real simple. I could put another one over top of this if I wanted to, and then just keep adding them until this gets too thick, throw it away. Okay, because that's what these pieces here are for. Okay, they stick on one and then it sticks on the sandpaper, and you can add them together. So it works really well. All you got to do on these when you buy this, and this little old kit right here, I got this and both of these. And I bought it at Walmart's, and it was like $10 for that little toothbrush. I went to get another one, but they're out of them. So, all you do, the bristles here, when you get that out, you just take a pair of pliers, you're real careful, okay? And then bristles will pop right out. There's these little copper pieces in there, and they're real thin. They're not very strong. And you just apply a little pressure until you get all them bristles out of there, okay? And then you got that flat surface. Then you can do what you want to with it. I mean, it does really work well. I do a lot of my sanding with this. It just speeds things up and it makes it easier rather than me sitting there like this. You know, I just drop this on there and it works pretty good. I mean, here, I'll turn it on for you. But, and they're easy to change out. I can go to one that's a little bit finer grit sandpaper, turn it on for you. But, yeah, fingernails are dirty from building this model. But that's the sandpaper. It's what I used to do a lot of my sanding with right there, guys. You ought to look into that. They're simple and easy to make. I know there's a few videos online. Guys got one on there showing how to do this. I'd already knew about it, but I seen that video and it reminded me of it, and I thought, I gotta make one of them. So I finally went out there and did that and put me a whole little sanding kit together here. It's all right in there. I got my batteries. I got my sanding sticks in there. I got a couple of these Sassy Chick sanding sticks. It's different grit, but they work really well. And then all kinds of assorted sandpaper there. I got some with sticky backing. They work on that one head for my little electric toothbrush there. But as you can see, that's just my little sanding kit. And that's going to pretty much be it for this video, guys. I wanted to mainly show you this, my update on my Panzer IV tank by Monogram in 1/32 scale to build and how it's coming along so far. But once I get the rest of the pieces done, I'll get it all set up and ready, and I'll primer it, and then I'll come back and do another video after I prime everything before I paint it. So, but I'm going to go ahead and sign this video off. I appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for more videos on this Panzer IV. And I hope you've all had a good morning so far. I know it's pretty early here still, so, but you have a good day today, and I'll see you at the next video. So God bless you, and take care, and we'll be seeing you. Bye-bye.